What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Brian Reacts, where I review pro form and amateur form alike.
Today's form comes from Will. Let's take a look.
With that said, I'm going to jump right into the action. Again, if you like these videos, please leave some comments. I will respond and read everything. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that as well.
What's up, Will? How are you doing? I wanted to talk to you today about the videos that you sent me, and specifically what's going on. When I look at your mechanics, I would estimate you can probably throw 300 to 325 feet. That seems to be about as fast as your arm mechanism is going. And fundamentally, you're being undone in your footwork by the thing that I described in the videos as the pesky back foot. Right now, as you're going down the tee pad, essentially, your intention is to turn your body around and go basically backwards, so that as you are striding to plant, your back leg is pointing completely 180 degrees shifted from the target, and your pelvis is moving backward. You're falling onto your back foot, basically, as far as your center of balance is concerned. Now you're turning your body so that the fall is a little bit more athletic than falling straight back. You're rotating your right side away from your left to plant. But the thing is that you're basically toppling forward into your plant leg. The consequence of that is that you are off balance the whole time. You can see how your whole body kind of comes forward over your leg. And you're swinging your arm trying to catch up to this falling motion. At no point in time is your arm even going fast, because as far as your brain is concerned, you're falling backwards the whole time you're doing your throw and your footwork. That doesn't work. You have to throw in this sport from strong and balanced positions. If you're not strong and balanced, if you're teetering and falling at any point in time, the brain will pull on the reins. Whoa! You can't do something hard and athletic if you're off balance. So the key to fixing your form, and the key to really improving and throwing 350, then 375, then 400, then 425, 450, continuing to advance, is gaining confidence in balanced and strong positions at every stage in your biomechanics. For now, forget about an X step, okay? The X step is not going to give you any power for a million reasons. One, you're backwards, and you can't push off a backward leg in any way into a plant that's athletic. On top of that, in order to actually get into a position to throw the disc, the entire mass of the left side of your body has to come forward. All of that energy in your body, lifting all that body weight, there's nothing left over for the arm at all. So the arm is weak and anemic. These are all things that are causing you to be capped at, I imagine, a pretty remedial level in your vacuum. So the way to fix it really begins in the video that I sent you today. The left side frame. I'm going to do it from the side here. Just a quick demonstration right now. I talk about getting high and balanced. Learn a balanced position where you have your weight through the ball of your left foot, and your right foot is down just as a little supporting kickstand. Imagine you're frozen in time in mid-stride. Just stride like one of the guys who bombs the disc 600 feet. You're frozen in that position. And to train a proper stride, you utilize gravity to do it. Play around with your center of mass. When you fall to the right, pay very close attention to where you land. If you notice, as I'm falling to the right, my head is almost motionless, at least tracking sideways. It stays exactly in the middle of both of my feet the whole time. I trained this position with practice simply by falling to the right and catching my weight in a position where my right leg feels braced and strong against the ground. And I can hit the ground and come right back up again. Or imagine getting ready to run a race that way, pushing off the ground to sprint this direction. That's ideally what you're falling into when you utilize gravity. Eventually, this will become a very active motion, assisted by the strength of your left leg, pushing hard into the ground to create that classic if you look at it this way, that classic Eagle McMahon V, or Paul Macbeth with his feet like that far apart. This is what you can train with proper balance and eventually bringing your left side in. But you can't bring the left side into the form unless you are in perfect balance the whole time, maintaining your center of mass. Right now, you're falling to the right. Your center of mass is tipping way outside your stance. And you're catching your weight on the ground, but again, hauling all the mass of your body off the ground. And then your arm has a few seconds to add some power at the very end. So I'm gonna repeat this one more time. This is what you need to work on right now. Feel the control of falling to the right. Feel the pressure on your left instep as you fall. Try to make it slow and directed. For example, right here, there's a little, I'll get a disc actually, it's a disc. So imagine I'm falling down, aiming at the disc. I want to be able to go as slow as possible to fall down towards where the disc is. And I'm controlling the pressure and the speed of my fall by putting pressure on the instep of my left foot. I've been able to do this because I've spent a lot of time practicing these balance positions. Right now, you're totally off balance. So this is like stepping on a balance beam for the first time. At the beginning, you're gonna be real tentative, really wobbly, like trying to make your way down it. But with time and practice, you can start really hitting it. A lot of this stuff is just gonna come from practice and repetition. But this is what will get you started in the idea of using gravity and eventually added force to plant properly while keeping your balance and your center of mass perfectly centered. This is going to be the first step to unlocking the potential of your upper body to actually lay into the disc. Because with more practice, you can go faster into this leg. You'll notice how this knee starts to come in, like that. With practice, you can get so fast at it that by the time you're actually coming down on this heel, you're already de-weighting this foot. So that all of your weight is down in your brace before anything happens in the upper body. When you're in that position, the hips instantly turn and the arm is moving a million miles an hour to throw the disc. And you'll see that in the form of someone like Eagle McMahon. He's laying into a shot. It starts with what I demonstrated to you. Balance, left side frame stuff. So work on that for a week. No throwing discs, no footwork. Just do that. Fall to the right. If you want to do it without a disc, practice it. Turning your shoulders as you get better at the balance position. Build up the confidence in doing that. As soon as you're now bracing properly, as soon as you get a lateral compression, your left side is actually aligned properly with where the disc is going to go, things are going to start to rev up a lot. We can start to work on the upper body to match it, okay? I know that that's probably a lot of material for one day. I'm gonna leave it there. Give it a shot. Practice it in your spare time. You can walk a balance beam effectively wherever you go, and that's how you train the footwork properly so that everything after that will mesh. Otherwise, you're just gonna be having to do standstills forever, and that's not very fun. So follow with me. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.